It's after ballroom in my dance girl's flat. When we practiced our steps, she wore only a hat. Your mother took to knocking on the front room door, so worried that I had turned daughter into whore. It was too late, because you'd given all without a care, and I knew your dad was a crude oil millionaire. Science was my bent, so when I got my degree, your dad took me aside and said you should marry me. Of course he knew we'd made love, it's what young people do. Wanted grandkids with good brains, so offered a job too. I should have spoken out when wedding planners came. What stopped me was your keenness to take my surname. Though I still met dance girl and she looked oh so fit, please believe two-timing you made me feel a git. You'll stand at the altar, but I'm not there to vow, because it will be dance girl who'll become my wife now. What was it about her that made me want to stay? In the end, a tango with no hat on the day. When you read this email, I will have left this town. You're better without me. I'd always let you down. Now you can find a man who's not easily led and who doesn't think you are second best in bed. Please, please forgive me, Tricia, by return.
And there will be more in the second half of Derek, if you like, in the second half. Now I'm told this next performer spends most of his non-working days writing poetry in a deep, dark cave. He's one of my fave. He can do deep rave. He might misbehave, and he can shave real close to that deep, dark grave. But believe me when I tell you he's no slave to fortune, and he's known for his rave. So save your applause and instead wave out loud to the killer rhymer, the poetic full-timer. Pave the road with gold for the bard of tides. Well, it can only be Dave Green and It was all true, wasn't it?
It was all true. Although I'm nothing depraved tonight. That's behaviour tonight. Before I start, I would just like to say thank you to Derek for asking me to share the stage with him tonight. The first point, I work with people with dementia, and this was basically just handed to me. He's not with us now, he's dead. But just being with him came with this poem. I wrote this poem as the lady with the beard won Eurovision, I remember. It's called The Inside Man. Behind the mask and vacant smile of the ogre spewing vicious bile, the rising voice and flailing fists of the pacifist turned pugilist, it's me. Still me. Behind the tear-flecked downcast eyes, where puzzlement and panic lies, filled with searching who's and whys, eyes that question, scowl and glare, or hold a dreamy distant stare, it's me. Still me. Underneath the coat of snide remarks, arguments and flying sparks, muddlement, puzzlement and baffled befuddlement, exasperation, sheer frustration, and seemingly meaningless conversation, the swift explosive violence and lasting sullen silence, it's me. It's still me. All what's left of me. Deep inside the brittle shell of the person playing merry hell, the cantankerous surly so-and-so with emotions veering to and fro, as the man who not so long ago was warm and easygoing, carefree and full of fun, giving freely of himself to each and every one. Remember me? Beneath the childlike chuckles and the away with the fairies' air, and the penchant for stripping off and wandering everywhere, the mood swings through from cheerful to total and utter despair, from compliant and amicable to absolute nightmare. It's me. It's still me, or at least the remnants of me. So reach beneath the outer sheath for the person hidden underneath the drooling and the flatulence, the insolence, intolerance, and the barefaced naked truculence, the out-and-out malevolence and in-your-face belligerence, the childish bouts of petulance and the telltale stains of incontinence, for the man who used to shine so bright, sing by day and dance by night. Be confident and yet polite, affable and erudite. Reduced now to this sorry sight, cowering in abject fright, or lashing out and spitting spite. I'm there, still shining, although nowhere near as brightly. Just take the time to look and see what lies within this broken me, this fragmented, merely token me, bereft of pride and dignity. The inside man, the absentee, the person that before was me is there, somewhere. Right, I did say I wasn't going to swear, but there might be a bit in this. But it won't be long. This is girl, she said she didn't love me. She said she didn't love me, I wasn't welcome anymore. She'd been bagged on the collar up and put it by the door. She said she didn't love me, that she'd finally had enough, I could piss off of the bin bags and come back for bigger stuff. All I'd done was have some fun, a bit of slap and tickle, a bit of how's your father with the barmaid from the sickle. But she said she didn't love me. Can you seriously believe that after one small indiscretion, she would give me the big heave? She said she didn't love me, and she thought it wasn't right to be popping to the boozer almost every single night. She said she didn't love me, and she made it pretty plain, paying no regard to reason, treating me with pure disdain. She said she didn't love me, and she'd sell her wedding ring, a slight overreaction to what was basically a fling. She said she didn't love me, had to leave the house right now. I explained there'd nowhere else to go, the inconsiderate cow. She said she didn't love me, and she went into a sulk because I called the barmaid hot lips, where I'd always called her Hulk. She said she didn't love me, she didn't even care. After everything I'd done for her, the ungrateful, selfish mare. She said she didn't love me, can you credit that? After 20 years of marriage, the green-eyed jealous twat. She said she didn't love me, and there'd be no second chance, as she's not an advocate of extramarital romance. She said she didn't love me, that had caused her loads of strife, but had given her 3 children in the best years of my life. She said she didn't love me, she was calling it a day. She said, pick your fucking bin bags up, you best be on your way. Yes, she said she didn't love me, and she gave me my marching orders. She saw me not lips down the town and stuck up bitch ignored us. Except to say she didn't love me, and we were welcome to each other. And a cook named Jeff from Little Chef had moved in as a lover. She said she didn't love me, now I'm really in a pickle. All that husband heard the news and battered me in the sickle. She said she didn't love me. Hot Lips did, that is. She was sticking with her hubby and going back to marital bliss. She said she didn't love me, the story of my life. My fancy pieces buggered off and Jeff screwing my wife. I'm dossing in a one-room flat playing solitaire because she said she didn't love me. How can life be so unfair?
I warned you, that's what happens in typebooks. Filmed as it happened, as they say. Okay, we're going to need a bit of space, aren't we, in a minute. Next up, she's top of the brill. Some of her words may give you a chill, and yet she will distill in us goodwill towards those who've been through the mill and are almost over the hill and have to take a pill for all their ill and still stay very still, for she wanders engaged as a daffodil. Her forte skill is theatrical. So without further ado, let her thrill. Let's welcome Jill. Jill Neal. So, Dave, you just take my seat for a minute.
Okay, yeah, no problem. got the design for you.
Are you two going to sit there?
We'll get past this mark.
You go there. Sorry? Okay. Hi, nice to see you.